welcome to my channel. I'm doing a channeled message from the Divine Feminine for my masculine collective. This is a channeled message for you. I'm channeling energy that comes through for me now, and I will be speaking to you, bringing you the message as if I am speaking to you, but I am channeling. Allow yourself to tap into your intuition. Take a few deep breaths, center yourself, and ask your guides and keepers to guide you through this, and to help you to know and to hear and to be clear on which messages are for you and what is for you and what may not be. Okay, so I'm about to begin. When I think of you, I get this anxious feeling in the pit of my stomach. I don't like it. I feel like this has been such a long road. I feel like it's been unnecessarily challenging. And at the same time, I feel like there's a reason and there's a purpose. But I think what scares me is that I'm going to feel this sense of helplessness. I feel so out of control in this situation. I feel like I doubt what I'm doing sometimes. I doubt whether or not I'm thinking the right things or I'm saying the right things, and I don't like to have to doubt myself so much. And then the interesting thing is, I find myself coming to new strengths all the time. So it's really this paradox that I can't explain. It's as if I'm working out my spiritual muscle. I'm building my concept of love and relationship. It's not easy. I don't know what it's like for you. I'm not going to pretend that I do, but it's not easy. And I can't help but wonder if this is going to be a continuous long road before I feel a sense of ease or relief here. I have moments where I have this confidence that it's only a matter of time and you will see and know exactly what you should do, and it's only a matter of time and I will know exactly what I should do, and every new day has just brought me the same. It makes me wonder, perhaps I'm not using my time the way that I should, perhaps I've been moving in the wrong direction. I wish I knew what direction you were moving in when it came to us. I wish I knew. I've had moments where I've grieved us. I grieved you because I felt like I have no choice but to let you go. That was not easy for me. And I can find distraction during the day. I can keep myself busy with a lot of things. I can block certain thoughts out of my mind, or I can pretend that I'm not thinking them. But I dream about you. Certain songs play and I think of you. Things are constantly changing for me when it comes to you, how I see things, what I expect, what I'm constantly evolving and growing. And I wonder if the same is happening for you. I wonder if you know that things ending between us was like me having to put something to rest, losing something, grieving something that was not really dead. But I have to carry on with life as if it is because of fear. This is a strange situation. It's really, really unusual because as much as I've been able to find so many things that just seem so wrong with the way you do things and the way things have turned out and maybe the way I've done things, I still feel like this connection has been the key to me discovering so much about myself. And I realized that there was so much about me that I didn't even know I still needed to connect with. And I needed to grasp. I had childhood wounds that I had to heal. And I realized that a lot of that was triggered between us. I was so deeply triggered. And I was able to come to realize that there was still a festering wound inside of me that was unhealed. I'm committed to keeping certain promises to myself, and I felt like you somehow went against those promises. And so I had no choice. I felt like staying, being okay with things the way that they were with you and staying there meant that I was breaking a promise to myself. I want you to know that I'm in a better place now. I feel strong. I have good things coming into my life. Um, the world is becoming smaller for me. I feel like I have access to so much more of what I want. And I want you to know that you brought a lot of healing to my life. I don't think that you ever thought you could have that effect on me. I wasn't even sure. I thought that, it was aspects that I didn't even think or know needed healing. I spent a lot of time thinking about the good times that we had, and then I had to stop because I realized that was only making me sad. I feel I could have done things differently. But I understand that that is the way that I chose to do things, and I understand why I chose to do things that way, and that's helped me move in a powerful, positive direction. I'm hoping that you and I can make things right, whatever that may mean for us. I don't have the expectation that it has to look a certain way anymore. I don't have the expectation that you must do things the way that I think they must be. I'm just hoping that you and I can come to a place where we can agree that we would like to be the best version of whatever it is we can be, you know, even if that is just friendship. I hope that you are devoting your time to loving yourself and learning to love yourself no matter what. Because that's the only thing that matters. I needed to come to a place of deeper emotional maturity and stability within myself. I was starting to expect you to do things to contribute to me being happy. And when you didn't do certain things, it really upset me and it affected my happiness. And as together as I wanted to believe that I was, I needed to acknowledge that I wasn't so much so. I'm hoping that you will be ready to share your thoughts with me soon with clarity. But I want you to still understand that I'm still I still have thoughts that don't serve me, and I'm still working through a lot of that. It's a lot of mental fog that I've worked through. I know that you are my soulmate. I know that there's a very special connection between us. And I'm hoping that we can make things right where we have gone wrong. You've inspired me to heal and to grow. And I was so determined to get ahead and to just get on with things that I was ignoring the fact that I was breaking my own heart and that I needed to heal my heart. I feel like you have so many questions, and I wish that you would give yourself the opportunity to just ask them. For me, you showed up with different energy so many of the time. It I just wasn't sure that I was stable. And it doesn't matter how well it might seem I'm doing, this has been tough for me too. I'm hoping that time will give us the opportunity to speak about things and that we will be able to have a conversation that brings much needed clarity. I was focusing on too many things at one time. It took away from me just seeing the situation with you for what it is. I know that you were working on getting your money matters together, and at the same time, you were trying to put on this brave face, being charming and charismatic and funny, when inside you were struggling. There's a lot that I'm sorry about. And there's a lot that I've learned and realized that I would like to do differently if I ever had the opportunity. I feel though that things are shifting in a positive direction. And I know that there were certain things said between us that really hurt. And in the face of our connection, they didn't mean that much or hold that much weight, but obviously for us, they did. But I still feel the same way. I still have the same passion for you. And I'm hoping that you are motivated, or you find yourself going in a direction where you are able to come towards me with whatever it is that you have. Even if you think it's small, whatever it is you want to say, even if you think it's small, because it'll mean so much to me. I also need to let you know that I now realize how much effort you made. And how much energy you invested in me. And I got to see a side of you that many people don't. And I miss that. I really miss that. And as much as I was pointing out everything that you need to do, that you need to change, I myself had a lot of changing to do. I had a lot to realize about myself. I had a lot of growth to do. And it was me realizing what it was like not to have you around or have your energy in my life. And the impact that that has upon me. To realize it, even though I thought I was giving a lot more than you were, wasn't the case. What you were giving was just different. And it meant something. As I said, I'm hoping that you can find yourself at a place where you feel that you can come towards me and express whatever emotion it is you have. Even if you think I will find it to be negative, you might be surprised. I would just like to be someone that you feel you can trust, that you can talk to, that you can be vulnerable with the way you were before. I'd like to be there for you. And I'd like to share with you the amazing impact you've had on my life. Even though you think you've only done, you probably think you've only had a negative impact to this point. It's not true. There's so much that you don't know and that I think you should know. So much goodness has come into my life because of you. I didn't even realize that those keys were missing and you brought them to me. But I know that you have a lot going on, and I know that those things are important to you, and you feel you need to do things in your way. I have this feeling that you sometimes wonder if I'm with someone else, or if there's somebody else in my life, or you have reason to believe that. That's not true. That's not the case at all. I don't have space for anybody else in my life, to be honest with you. I'm still hoping you come in towards me with communication and, you know, that you reach out to me somehow. I also feel that the reason why you haven't reached out to me is because of your work association, and because you feel that whoever you has this influence over you when it comes to work might not be happy about it, because they might have said negative things about our relationship or about me or whatever. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, I know that you know what is true, and I know that things have a way of settling into place in exactly the way that they should. I have a good feeling about this month. I feel like there is day and there is night, and night has its own magic and day has its own magic, and when they come together it creates this powerful portal, and I know that we will find ourselves meeting there. There's a lot of emotion. I have so much emotion for you. It's very, very deep. And it's not that overwhelming kind of deep, it's a beautiful deep, you know. It's a stable, a solid emotion that doesn't have any expectation attached to it. I don't expect you to want to be with me or want to do things a certain way for me to feel this emotion for you. I accept and acknowledge that that is just what I feel towards you. I know that you're very focused on getting certain projects done and taking care of things in certain areas of your life. And I know that you want things to change for you financially so you can feel more free. I think you're closer than you think. And I believe that one day we'll be able to sit together and laugh and celebrate, and everything will be fine, and we will look back at this time and we will think it was so ridiculous. Despite what you think, I adore you. And I've put you on a pedestal, and I believe you deserve to be there regardless of anything that you may have done. I hope to hear from you soon.